EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check General West. Look at me. Go. Jim. Leo.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Part
of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13, Minshew. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 53, come on. Check 53. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Tighten up.
Here's Minshew. Finding some room at midfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mike, 53.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It's now 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier, Adrian Amos on the tackle.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
Go! 18 Gators.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Hey, rock it, rock it. He's got double up. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
47's the mark. 47's the mark.
And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And a first down.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. And a loose football, and the Jags grab it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
working from the gun. Mahomes.
2-yard line.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball from circle around twice.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit. 58, come on. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
The 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. On 1st down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Mahomes now to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The 30.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick is...
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
4-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle round.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
On the ball carrier.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, Alpha.
From the 38, Minshew. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. You don't know no better. Hey, seam 6. Now.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Edwards-Helaire. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29-yard
line.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defend.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Intended for James.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Goal to go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it'll be second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the
8-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
It's been a great game, and we are not done yet. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.